Hey everyone, I'm Brad Nelson.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. All right, so today we're getting prepared for SCG Atlanta this weekend. Finally, we get some refreshing new standard.
Yes, and finally I get to leave my apartment and go play some Magic in an actual location. I've been playing so much in Moto recently.
Oh, that is true, yeah.
I'm looking forward to getting back on the road.
I know. It's been a while for me, too. I mean, I went to the 2 Team GPs, and we didn't do that great. But it feels like forever since GP New Jersey.
Yeah, April was a really empty month, so we have this long break. We're not really used to it. I'm getting antsy.
Yeah, I know. I'm not, though.
I'm perfectly comfortable staying in my home all weekend.
I've enjoyed being in Roanoke
and wearing sweatpants for 72 straight hours.
Well, gym shorts, but
same thing.
Close enough. But yeah, the SCG Tour stops in Atlanta. We've got the Dream Team commentators, Patrick Sullivan and Cedric Phillips, are going to be bringing us a new Amonkhet standard. So we really don't know what's going to happen because this comes out the day after the ban and restricted. We still don't know what that is yet. And it's kind of exciting. They might ban stuff, they might not. We're not going to turn this first video into a podcast about, our opinions. I've written about them enough times. But
the good news is, unlike a couple months ago, I doubt any of the cards in our decks are going to be banned by the time this video goes up.
Yes, no, we have played it safe since last time when we just had Copters and Reflector Mages everywhere.
No Gideons, no Felidar Guardians, no Heartakurans, no Scrappy Scroungers.
Some good old homebrew. That's pretty much what we're playing right now. Who knows? We'll see how they play out, but we do not advise to take these 75s this weekend. We're here to have a little fun, see what's going on, until we actually know what's going to happen. And that's what I've been waiting. I feel like a caged animal waiting for this BNR update with content because I'm really good to know what I have to do, but just throwing brews in the air, it just feels like duck hunt. Eventually they're gonna get shot down because I just don't know what we're doing.
Then the dog goes and gets them.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm looking forward to not only knowing exactly what got banned, but also seeing what all the SCG grinders and players going to Atlanta are gonna come up with.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be an exciting weekend to watch coverage.
So, but if we have bans, then we're gonna have a format like we did a few months ago, where the SCG Open is pretty important towards setting the metagame for the Pro Tour. But even if we don't have bans, there's been a lot of chatter and a lot of articles that I'm reading of people that think the metagame is going to shift anyway. They think there's a lot of potential in Amonkhet, a lot of cards that can. I don't know if there's going to be a ton of cards from Amonkhet that change it, but the ones that do, I think, are going to have a significant effect.
Well, those people are stupid.
You just don't think it?
No. Gideon has proven itself to be the best, or if not the second best deck, all the time. And whatever is the best Gideon deck is going to stay the best deck. And the combo has proven itself to be very resilient. And the energy package that it just seems like energy was so well designed, but also they didn't play that safe with energy in itself. One thing that I could see is for example, energy producers creating just a little bit less energy than their ability. Right? A Bursting Hydra doesn't need the full effect to be a playable card. So all of these things have just pushed what I consider these energy cards to be a unbelievably powerful shell where you just get to throw around the resources anywhere. And because of that, whatever the best energy deck has also proven to be the best deck in the format. We saw it in Marvel, and now at the end of this format where no one cares about standard, if you're looking at Magic Online, the only 2 decks that are winning or 5-0ing are Saheeli and Marvel. Just energy-based decks. Those are the only decks that are performing.
So what you're saying is I'm really smart for playing a bunch of energy cards in my deck today?
Yes, but the wrong ones. But still, good job. Yes, good job. And yeah, let's bring it back. So Ross is playing green-red energy, just a Dirtle attack you deck, but that might be good because Glorybringer has shown up in the format. And when there's a good hasty dragon that's playable, it does like to pair well with green creatures because it itself is an efficient creature. Green has a bunch of efficient creatures, and red has good efficient removal.
And Glorybringer being 4 power turns on Ronus and gives you this big attack swing. And then I like Bristling Hydra for turning on Ronus as well because Hydra obviously protects itself.
Yeah.
So it's this 4 power creature that curves well with your god, turns it on, protects itself to keep your god on.
Well, it doesn't technically protect itself from instant removal in that scenario.
Sure.
If they have it up, but they never have it up. But maybe you'll keep it up if they just waste
energy
their
early.
turn.
like playing a tune and an Aether Hub, you got 3 already.
That is true. If you actually get it in a servant, yeah, you're right. And if that happens, that is pretty fair start. I, on the other hand, am playing more of a brew. It's as close to living end as possible in standard. I called up Michael Majors and I'm like, Michael, I just keep building these Sahelian Gideon decks, and I don't think our fans are going to like it. Do you got any brews? And he's like, here you go. And I didn't even read the cards because there were some I didn't know what they were. And I felt like I was doing a poor job at, understanding the new format, but I wasn't. These are just some limited cards that I don't need to concern myself with, but I am playing them today.
This is a Michael Majors special.
Oh, this is a definite special. Now, one of the first cards spoiled, Arc Fiend of Ifnir. That was so lucky. Just right at the bottom. Arc Fiend of Ifnir was one of the first cards
spoiled. What a charmed life you lead.
Yeah. And whenever you discard or cycle a card, you get to put a negative with negative counter on all your opponent's creatures. And the cool thing about that is I'm playing a bunch of these 1-mana cyclers, which might even change Living End. Like.
Oh, yeah. Archfiend especially is a card that gives them a lot of play on the board. They Living End early, and you can just start cycling and kill all of your opponent's creatures.
I'm really curious how Living End's going to take to these cycling creatures.
They can play As Foretold if they want.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. But, oh yeah, wow. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's gross. But not really, because then you have to have one of the 4. Anyway, we're going way too far down the rabbit hole. I'm just playing a black-red mid-range deck that does a lot of cycling. Hopefully I get to the parts of the game where that happens. But if I had to, as foretold, the future, that sentence didn't function.
No. I got what you were putting down.
I assume I'm just going to get the beatdowns. I'm just going to get hit with Person Hatcher and Glorybringer so many times.
There's only so many times you can get hit with them
5,
before you die.
6, 5, 10. I bet I'll get hit by each of them 5 times each.
Okay.
All right. That's my guess. But anyway, let's get into the games. I want to do poker hands today.
Okay.
I don't want to do. No, wait, no. I do want to do 7-Eleven because I need the high risk, high reward opportunity. Yeah. All right. Oh, it was so close. No. Okay, tie.
Come on. Tie. I haven't won a 7-Elevens game in like 2 months.
Oh man, it was so close. Oh man, I'm throwing rocks.
Wow.
Okay, this is taking way longer than I wanted it to. There we go. At least I'm on the play. All right. This is acceptable. It does play a 2-drop that I know is in standard. That's a good creature.
Okay. My hand is slow. And I'm
that's
on
good.
The draw,
mine is too.
But I have some of my more powerful cards, so I'm gonna keep and hope to top deck something to do early. That's not bad. Except, there's something to be said for playing this turn, but if we draw a bunch of lands, and it's better off that we let on this. So I'm gonna play Game Trail, show you a forest, and play a tune. Get myself a Jacob Ball.
Get a mountain.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to take a way shorter turn than you did and play Scrappy Scrounger.
Yeah, Scrappy Scrounger will do that.
Cost shorter turns.
Yep.
No, that's a short turn too.
Okay. And rip. Not great. Pass turn.
Okay, that makes me happy. All right. Take you for 3.
I'll take 3, go to 17.
Your turn.
On your end step.
You gonna kill my Scrounger?
Yep. Maybe I should have done that in combat.
All right, your turn.
But. I guess I will play the god, so I don't just get my thing killed.
That is gross. All right, I'm going to cycle a creature.
Yeah, you would do that.
Yes, I would. All right, and I guess I'll play a Key to the City.
That I accept.
And pass the turn.
Okay, come on.
No.
That is a little too late. Well, I doubt this is going to work, but I'll play a 4-power creature.
Okay.
I'll attack for 5.
I guess I should This doesn't have trample, does it?
Nope, death touch.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I should. Or do I even do that? Do I care? I don't even know if I care about this damage.
So it's 5 damage, Brad. So,
Yeah, but I have a pretty sweet.
are you going to play Archfiend and use Key or something?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, you're at 15.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring back Scrounger.
Really wish this Combat Celebrant was what I initially had it, which was Last New Hellion. Last New Hellion there would have been great.
All right, so I'm going to play an Archfiend.
This is not good.
And I'm going to attack for 3.
I'm at 14.
And I don't... Oh, I should probably activate it because you can kill it in response, can't you? No, that it'll go on the stack.
Yeah.
So the counters will go on the stack. So I can just wait to try to put a counter on Hydra or something. Your go. I'm not screwing this up, right? Cyclers, yeah, it'll trigger no matter what.
Okay, well, we did get an untapped land this turn, which is pretty nice. Because I need to get the Archfiend off the board.
Oh, don't do that.
But we're going to be in an awkward position because he's going to be able to cycle. But I think we have to do that. So I'll play Glorybringer. Declare attacks.
I can just do it now, right?
Yeah, you should do it before this thing attacks.
Oh yeah, because you get multiple combats. Okay, discard trigger. All of them get minuses. Turns off.
This does turn off the Ronus. I will attack and exert and deal 4 to the Archfiend.
All right.
You take 3, brings you to 12.
Yep.
You can go.
All right. I don't think I want to use the key to the city.
Interesting. You have another Archfiend? Or Liliana, maybe?
I do think I want to play this land to play it safe. Feels like I'm supposed to play the land. I might not, but I'm going to. Liliana.
Yep.
Return Archfiend.
Yep.
It's a zombie now. Thank you.
I go to 11.
Your turn.
Yeah. We're not in great shape here.
I don't like my whole, like, let's control the board, but also have to attack for 3 each turn.
So, even if I can get Ronus up to turn it on so it can attack, Archfiend can block it as long as Brad uses Key. But I might as well, like, force him to use the Key. So, let's play Bristling Hydra.
Well, you can then use energy to get it up.
Yeah, but then as long as you make this a 3/3, you just
true,
block
yeah.
it with the Archfiend.
Bristling Hydra does somewhat suck to play against. Yeah, I mean, I think everything I have to do is on the board, so that resolves.
Go to 6 energy.
Yeah.
Not sure if I want to play this because the Archfiend is in play.
This card does seem actually pretty good.
It is very good. It is the card I'm most scared of in your entire deck.
Well, yeah, the rest of my deck isn't a deck. If you deal with this one and this, though, we already have figured out that it's going to take a while to find another one.
I know you have Fiery Temper, though, because you showed it to me, so you get to kill the Glorybringer. Get to kill Glorybringer, put counters here and here.
How did I show it to you?
You went to use it and then decided not to.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I said I was going to.
And then you're going to be able to attack for 8 and make a zombie I don't see myself winning this game against Key Scrounger, but yeah, I think I just pass.
All right, I'm going to discard Fire Temper, the Glorybringer, and put counters on everything.
Yeah.
And your Burst and Hydro is unblockable. And then I'm going to
Sure. With your
key on this deck.
yeah, I think I want to turn on the Ronist. You're just gonna key the Scrounger anyway,
Yeah.
so there's no point. I was thinking about doing this upkeep before you have a card in hand to make this a 4, but you just cycle and shrink it anyway. So yeah.
All right, I'm going to pay for Key to the City, draw a card, and then draw for turn.
I don't really know how I can win this game because he's going to have 2 lethal threats next turn with Key in play.
All right, let's attack for 8 and make this unblockable and deal you 3. I feel like
now
that's
we're
lethal.
Oh yeah, well, Ronus isn't a creature, so it wasn't going to get another counter, but I am dead. Okay, back here for game 2, and my hand is a faster opening than I did last turn, and we're going to need a little bit help past that, but I'm going to keep any hand that opens quickly.
Oh, I'm playing a Major's Brew, so I don't even need help. I mean, not anymore, since last game I played a Corrupted Crossroads, forgetting that they're supposed to be Corrupted Graphstones.
Yeah. Good job building.
I thought it was
Brad.
a Spire of Industry. I am underqualified for my job.
Aren't we all? Forrest, go.
All right. Bam.
What?
Bam. Go.
Ooh. That's sort of an interesting one. So I'm going to get an energy that way. And I guess I should play this one first.
Yeah.
Go to 3
I'm
energy.
going to cycle Horror of the Broken Lands. And then I'm going to play a Corrupted Graphstone.
That's lucky.
Yeah, it produces mana right off the bat.
Didn't find any more lands.
Yeah, really?
Attack for 2.
Oh, wow, 18.
Long Tusk Cub.
Man. All right. How should I proceed? I feel like I should be killing something. Something should die. It's probably this one, and then come after this one next turn, if I have to. So I'm going to temper that and pass the turn.
Awkward.
Ooh, I did punt, though.
Mush.
No blocks.
Just take 2. I'll take 2 energy.
Yeah.
You're at 16. Play another Cub, and I'll play a Shelter Thicket. You can go.
All right, I'll cycle again. Cycle Horror of the Broken Lands. It could even be another Horror of the Broken Lands.
I could have gotten in another damage there, but leaving myself with 5 energy protects me against another Fiery Temper, so.
I guess maybe I'm supposed to just play these 2, even though it's not good, and then I'm just taking the beatdowns.
Play some scrounges.
Yeah, I mean, I'm missing a land drop. I don't think I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to just hope to draw land next turn.
Scrounge you up in offense.
I mean, maybe I'm supposed to just do this, but that doesn't feel good. Yeah, I'm just going to do that and say go. I need some 2-mana removal.
Ugh.
Yeah, where are my fatal pushes? There's no fatal pushes.
More awkwardness.
Yeah, at least you get to deal some damage.
Yeah, I'm going to mush, and I'm going to put a counter on each of these. So that brings me down to 1, and then back up to 5.
Yeah.
And you're 10, and you can go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I go to 17.
I just feel like this is going to die. There's no way you don't have an unlicensed in your head of just not castables. But I feel like it's still just the best play.
My hand is just 3 Bristling Hydras and 2 Glorybringers.
I mean, I could just cast this, but that doesn't feel like a winning strategy. But maybe it's better. Since I know he's got unlicensed, I don't want him to use it with his mana right now. I want him to have to use it next turn. So maybe it is just correct just to do this. All right, go.
Interesting.
Why would you put counters on that end of turn?
I'm thinking about casting a spell at the end of turn.
Oh, kill this?
No.
Oh, well, I don't know.
If I make 3 energy, then I can put 4 counters on these, and then you're dead.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's a thing. But with 6 mana up, I'm inclined to think that Brad has multiple removal spells. So
Da-da.
I'm just going to hold off on that for a quick second. That's sort of interesting. I could play this pre-combat as another source of energy. Not sure if I'm going to want to play that versus continue to hold up mana for this.
I don't know how I win this game. I think you just win.
Yeah, I think you're pretty far behind too.
Double and license disintegration.
Start by attacking. I will Blossoming Defense, the one you disintegrate.
Oh! Okay, let's play again.
Okay, you just had 1 removal spell?
Forgot about that one.
Then you're definitely dead.
Forgot about that one. All right, you had a harness. You had a harness, right?
My hand is double Hydra, double Harness. Blossoming Defense.
Okay, so where's my fatal pushes? Don't got them. Great.
Thanks, Majors.
Thank you, Majors. All right, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm bringing in 2 cuts because they kill creatures with 4 toughness, and you've got quite a few of them, or less. And these are the 2. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just don't know.
know.
On my side, I think it's pretty straightforward. I'm bringing out Combat Celebrant because it matches up so poorly against Archfiend of Ifnir and 1 Ronus because Brad is just going to try to play a bunch of removal spells and turn off the god for the most part. They get replaced by Tireless Tracker. It's perfect on the curve. This can also pretty easily be a 4-power creature for my other remaining gods, so that's nice. Get a little bit slower, more value. The Shocks obviously match up very poorly against Brad's threats, so they can come out, and I'm bringing in a couple of Nisses as another high-end threat. I'm not bringing in the 3rd Nissa because I want to leave in all of my Glory Bringers and max out on ways to deal with Archfiend of Ifnir, because I think if I keep that card off the battlefield, I'll be in good shape.
Yeah, that'll definitely help. All right, this hand looks acceptable. If I find another land, I might be able to do something cool on turn 3.
Acceptable, that's a good word. My hand is exactly acceptable.
Yeah, you good?
Yep.
Go.
Sheltered Thicket.
Cycle. Go.
Man, your hand looks better than acceptable. Oof. Get an energy, go to 3 energy.
All right. I feel like I should just do this because he's got 3. He's going to use 1. I guess I'll say go. Okay, if you could do this every game, this deck's actually pretty cool.
Go to 2 energy.
Yeah, resolves.
You can go.
Oh.
I'm playing 22 lands and 4 tunes in my deck, and I want more. Every deck I build, I add 1 extra land off of what I think would have been normal last season, and I still want more. I'm just going to start playing 27 lands in all my decks. Thinking about which one to kill.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to kill that one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Bloodhowl Priest, though.
Wow. Well, how is this acceptable? This is like your nut draw.
Well, it's not a nut draw.
Because you're not Lilianaing me here?
It came together, man. It came together. All right, I think we're just going to tick up.
You don't want a Crowworm?
I guess I can put a Crowworm in, but then I have to keep this back. I don't want to lose the Liliana.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't do that if I want the Crowworm. Yeah, I'll just take the Crowworm. Go.
You can go.
Wow. Oh, man, that sucked. All right, I'll cycle that, draw. I'm not going to be getting...
Maybe I was supposed to play this, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Mill
Mill 2.
Real spells? No. So now, I mean, I just don't want to lose the Liliana. And I feel like I can afford to just say go. Go. Oh, that comes to play untapped. Go.
Instead of harness lightning the 6/4.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for our hero.
You mean majors?
Use energy to play brawler. Go to 2 energy.
All right.
You can go.
Ah. Oh. All right, we'll make another zombie.
Yep.
And mill 2. Ooh, a scrounger. That changes things. I'm gonna cycle. Ah! Tilt. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
You're just gonna cast another Crowworm.
I could have just cast another Crowworm.
We did it. We're getting a Max McVitie.
Maybe I should have been more aggressive, but I couldn't have been that aggressive.
I will harness lightning the Bloodhall Priest. Back down to 1 energy.
Yeah.
And do I want to trade this tracker with a zombie? I don't think so. I think I will just attack and pay the energy.
Sure, I'm gonna double block.
Yeah, that's what I figured would happen.
All right.
You can go.
Bring back my scrounger.
Yep.
Come.
You gotta exile a creature there.
Oh, whatever. I'll exile one of the desert.
Ceradons.
Come on, deck.
It's no bull Ceradon. That's for sure. Come on, deck, he says. Look at this. I'm over here with 3 lands in play. He's got a Liliana.
I'm flooding.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Scrounger. Yay. Go.
Land, please. Of course not. I'm just dead at this point.
You come back here.
Don't worry, Brad. There's 2 more games.
And I'm ahead.
Hey, here for game 4, and I have a hand that curves well, so I'm going to keep.
My hand's a little clunky on the curve because I don't have a cycler for this Grafstone.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Nope. And I think I'm going to need all my lands, so I would rather just put this in play. I don't think I'll have time to cycle it.
Interesting. I'm going to play this because it's very good if I get another one next turn.
All right, and it seems like I'm supposed to just play that and say go.
I can go to that. Ooh, Bradley is tapped out, so I can use an energy going down to 2, and then go up to 5. Bristling Hydra.
I'm so in trouble. I'm so in trouble. Well, before I tap that, I'll cut that, and then I'll scrounger and say go. I am in trouble because you've got a Hydra.
4.
I knew this was going to happen. I knew
Play
this was
another
gonna...
Hydra.
Oh, really?
You're at 16.
Really, dude? You have 8 energy?
I have 8 energy. Good luck trying to kill my things. I will not block. 17.
Really? Why not?
You know, I think I'm winning the race.
All right, I need to just hope you don't have a removal spell and just go off next turn.
I'll go to
Yeah. You've
9
got
energy.
Dragon,
Go
you've
to
got
8 energy.
Dragon. I know.
attack you for 12.
All right. Magic's fun. All right, here we are for game 5 for all the marbles, and I don't even know what my opening hand's going to look like because I play cyclers.
I know what my opening hand's going to look like. It's down a card, and it's a little bit awkward on the mana, but it's keep. I got a scry, Brad.
I'm just showing you, man. You take your turn.
I don't think this card is going to be good enough given the complexion of our hand, so I'm going to bottom it. Bam.
All right.
No, I should keep the mountain in my hand in case I draw a game trail.
All right. I'm going to cycle this since I have a swamp already.
Yep.
And I will play a Scrappy Scrounger, and hopefully that'll go the distance.
I will go up in energy.
All right. That's not good. Well, I guess we're going to take a turn of cycling, which kind of
Yeah, that I like.
This sucks.
That I like.
Go.
17. Ooh, we
Come on.
We might both miss our third land drops. Yep. So I have some options, I guess. I definitely want to get this into play. So I will. I'll go down to 1, go up to 3.
Yeah.
And I'll pass the turn.
You're not attacking for 2?
Nope.
You're not attacking for 2.
Nope.
So this, I don't get it. Attack.
14.
Go. I think that's correct.
Okay. So now I can use an energy, go to 2, go up to 4. Find a forest. These scroungers might be an issue.
I just want to land so I can cast Living End.
So I can play the forest, and I want to actually play something that blocks well on the scroungers. So I'll use this for a green, go down to 3, play Bristling Hydra, go up to 6.
Yep.
And now I can double activate, so I can block, make it a 5/4, and then still have a response to a removal spell.
All right, I don't know how I can win this game now. It almost feels like I have to cycle 2 hit a land, or I just try to do this, but I feel like his combat's going to make that difficult. No, maybe I just have to do that. Discard, attack for 3.
I go to 11.
Go.
Well, I think the race might be on.
And you have a Glorybringer.
Interesting. Very interesting.
It's not that interesting.
it's very simple.
Yes, it's not interesting at all.
I'm at 11. So the card I'm most afraid of here is Unlicensed Disintegration if Brad draws a land.
Why? Explain to me how that changes things. You have me on a 2-turn clock.
You think I'm just going to like 10 you or something?
Well, if you cast Dragon, you 10 me. Or you have the possibility to.
But then you can just kill my Hydra and...
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to use 2 for Servant.
Granted, like I can not fully activate this and have 2 servants attacking the next turn, but you can kill my Glorybringer. You can kill my Glorybringer, attack me to 2 essentially, and I guess actually, so if I just 10 you, and you kill Hydra, and attack me for 6, bring me to 2, and then I have 8 plus 2 is 10, and 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 minus 20 is 0.
If you use mana for glory, you can only deny me.
Oh, yeah, because I have to use mana. Okay, that's good to know. So that would leave me one short. And if I... Yeah, and if I just 8 you and force you to kill the Glorybringer, then you're at 12, and yeah, still 1 short. So that's a little awkward, actually. So I don't think I want to cast Glorybringer here. I think what I want to do instead is attack for 6.
14.
Bring you to 14 and play Aronis the Indomitable. Pass the turn.
What in the world?
What in tarnation? Yeah, and now we just have 14 still
14,
leaving still leaving energy up here.
I don't know, man. I don't know why this is happening to me. Cycle.
You saw so many cards. I can't believe none of them were lands.
Good game. I'm not done here. I have 7 of the 8, 2 of the 25. And kids, this is why you don't play stupid cycle cards. This is a lesson.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right, well, I think I learned my lesson. Never play a Major's Brew.
I learned that lesson over a year ago when he made me play Demonic Pact at a Classic. And
He did not make you. He had the cards, and you didn't have the cards because you did bad in Modern and didn't think you were going to do good.
But he said, you have to, in order for you to play my brew, you have to trust me, like sight unseen. And he handed me the deck, or like handed me the list.
Oh.
And I locked myself into playing it before seeing it.
Yeah, it wasn't for like a pro tour.
Sure.
It was for a Sunday tournament after you already failed. Those are the tournaments where you bring crazy stuff.
Yeah, I'm not trying to denigrate him for it, but
yeah, I
trying to kill people with Demonic Pact is really difficult.
Well, not really. If you're good, it's pretty easy.
You have to deal them 4 damage 5 times.
Couldn't you kill in other ways? It's just
there was like one other wing dish in the deck. It was really tough.
Okay.
It was
this was before we donated.
Yes.
Oh,
it was just a Jeskai Black deck with Demonic Pact instead of mentors or the creatures that actually killed them.
That sounds horrible.
It was a slog.
I remember that. Yeah, I top 8'd that, and I played an Esper tokens deck. No. This story actually gets better. I played an Esper tokens deck, and when we made top 8,
played in that tournament, Brad.
Huh? We played?
Yeah, in round 4 of the Swiss.
Oh, I don't remember. But the thing I do remember is Majors played Rally. And gave him the back deck, played Rally. We get to the top 8. The top 8, this was back when the Classics were even money.
Yes.
Like everyone at the top 8 got the same prize. And we had an 8-hour drive, and Majors and I are 2 different cars. And Major's like, you just want to go? Like, should we just skip the top 8 and get our prize and start driving home so we don't have to waste 2 hours? And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Let's just drop and be cool and just go home. And he's like, yeah. And then I go home and I just see later he just wins the Open or the Classic. He just stays for the points.
He just got you out.
Yeah, he just got me out of there.
This is the guy who's in my way.
Yeah, I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Nice.
But anyway, there were some cool synergies. Definitely, Corrupted Graphstone looked really good with cycling.
Every game you started on Turn 1 Cycle, Turn 2 Graphstone looked really good.
Well, but then I also comboed with Lightning Axe and Blood Priest and then Lily. Like the games where that happened, it did look pretty good, but it still is a little slow. And the thing about a deck like this that I like the Archfiend. Is that what it's called?
Archfiend of Ifnir.
Yeah, Archfiend of Ifnir. Ifnir just sounds like if the tape got a little corrupted. You know what I mean? Like if you're watching someone and it's just like that's not the word they said. Like the tape just got a little corrupted. Ifnir.
It just sounds like it's from Lord of the Rings to me.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it doesn't me. It just sounds like it's the weirdest word, Ifnir. I think it's weird. Anyway.
If near, then this. If far, then.
Ifnir. This is so good. This is going so poorly. All right, get it together. Get it together, Brad. All right. So, I just don't think that the card is good enough when there's so many other powerful things you can be doing with your mana, like Gear Hulks and Glory Bringers and stuff like that. Like I feel like for 5 mana, my cards have to have good come into play abilities and good stats. And 4 toughness isn't a good thing in this format right now. You have to be able to be bigger than that, and that's like where like Gear Hulk gets better. Glory Bringer is one of the reasons that you have to have 4 toughness, so it can have 4 toughness.
Do you think it would be great if it was just like a 4-mana 4/3 or 4-mana 3/4?
Yes, it would be much better.
So you can get it down underneath these other powerful 5s and then cycle on turn 5?
Yes, definitely. Or if it was a 4/5.
Instead of a 5/4?
Yes.
Yeah, 5 toughness is going to be big. I wonder if Sigarda is an overlooked card because of 5 toughness.
Well, Mind Rack Demon definitely is again too.
Yeah.
Like if they ban the combo, but we're not gonna go that rabbit hole since you already know the answer. But that card should start seeing play again like it once did.
Yeah.
But anyway, what did you think of your deck? Anything you learned by playing all the same old boring cards but one new one? Did you learn anything?
There were like 16 new cards in my deck.
And oh yeah, there were.
but thanks for the credit.
Yeah.
Rotos and Glory Bringer were kind of cool.
Yeah.
When I looked over the gods, and I know when Hazoret was previewed, I wrote an article talking it down because I saw in it a difficulty to activate, and it activates while doing something you don't want to do actively, is have few resources, whereas the Green God Ronus turns on when you have something good happen, and something that's generally pretty easy to do. So I thought Ronus was going to be the best of the 5 gods in my mind, although I wasn't super high on any of them. It was fine. It was good here. It's fine. Didn't blow me away or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I was also playing a Dirtle deck. Like, I feel like the problem with Rotos is going to be when you put it down and it does nothing, and then when you play a creature and they kill it and it again does nothing. So you have spent 2 turns, you effectively down a card until it's relevant, and that's just a really steep investment for 3 mana.
Yeah, I've seen people try to do like red-green where they have both Hazoret and Ronus, and Hazoret turns on Ronus as another god, and then you play the 2-mana 4/3 Minotaur where you discard a card, so that empties your hand and is an early 4-power creature to turn on Ronus, so it's immediately can attack and block. Well, it's like kind of interesting, but again, like I just don't want to put Hazoret in my decks.
Why work that hard when you can just play a removal spell, play some weird creature, and then play Verder's Gearhulk?
Yeah, or
and just
play
turn
Gideon,
all your stuff into that, right?
Sure.
Like the gods are going to be good if End Hostilities is good, not End Hostilities. Is it End Hostilities? No.
No, Fumigate, you mean?
Fumigate, yeah.
But I mean, it's just a typical red-green deck. Like the cards were good. Blossoming Defenses were good, but that's been a slightly underrated card for a while. I think Glorybringer is great. One of the best cards in the set.
Yeah, I do
and
too.
Hydra was good.
Yep, I think Hydra is vastly underplayed in Magic.
Yeah, I could definitely see, if we see a lot of just sort of removal in creature decks, Hydra is definitely good. And the energy, the thing with the way the format is right now is that, or at least where it ended, all the top decks were either playing Spire of Industry or Aether Hub, because those lands are just so good. And they make your mana so good, let you play more powerful cards. And those are the biggest payoffs, as being artifact heavy and energy heavy.
Yes.
It always comes down to the mana. And so these other mechanics, there's no real way to break the mana engine the way that energy and artifacts do. So it's going to be tough for them to break through.
Oh, I agree. I'm hoping for the best this weekend, and definitely I know there are a lot of people that just want to take home the title of SCG Atlanta. I almost feel like that tournament has just become like the 4 times a year like states tournament. And now I'm not like...
You mean the one at a set release?
Yeah, the open at a set release almost feels like a states-esque but on a national scale tournament where people just want the breaking rates of breaking it first. Like winning the tournament with the new cards first.
Yeah, no, that is definitely right.
That's what it feels like in the air when you're at that tournament.
Because even though it's still an open, and normally you just weight all opens equally, that is one that is generally pretty well attended and very well watched, and so there's a little bit more prestige.
Well, I think you're actually looking at it too, like robotically. Like I just think that playing with new cards is fun, and it's still a game, and we take it way too seriously, right? Like we have literally warped our lives for this game. But at the end of the day, it is a game that we play, and playing with new stuff is great. Expansions are great.
I like new toys.
Yeah, like they're new toys, and we get to play with new cards, and we get to be in new situations, and we get to talk about new things. Like, that's all fun. Like, last format, like, at GP New Jersey, the only conversations I had were BBD walks up, and he's just like, yeah, opponent went Toolcraft into Heart, into Creep Dolly, into Gideon again. Like, those are the only conversations we have. So, like, it's fun to see the new cards, and that's why I think Atlanta is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I'm not going to be going to it because I have friends from Team Genesis coming into Roanoke actually by that weekend. My brother's going to be flying in, and Christopher Larson, if anyone knows who he is. He's a Danish sailor and a good friend of ours.
Indeed.
So they're going to be in town already for
some Pro Tour testing. Yep. Having a Pro Tour that's pretty local to us in Nashville is nice.
It's going to be a delight.
And yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting back to some paper grinding as opposed to online grinding.
Yes, I am too.
They're different games, and I like the paper experience more when you get rid of the long hours of traveling.
I agree with that. Super cool transition to the thing we have to talk about.
Lifelinker. It's an app that keeps your life in a game of Magic. That's something that people like to do, and it's easy to do with your phone.
You kind of have to do it. I played games where you don't keep your life total, and then all of a sudden you're like, are you at 13 or 14? They're like, dude, I'm at 7. I'm like, oh, all right.
Okay,
cool.
You're dead. Yeah. That's good. So it's an app put out by Jimmy Wong and John Lee Kwai, and we are running a bit of a cross-promotion where you can unlock the Versus Series logo that you see on our playmat every time we play here as your background. You can use a code that should be on the screen right now, that code that you're looking at, put it in, get the background. It's really sweet. App's available on iOS and Android, so that's great. Doesn't matter which one you use. You can...
But preferably both.
You can use both. You have 2 phones.
Yeah.
Who has 2 phones?
important people are us.
Okay, well, that's good. I don't want to have two phones.
Yeah.
I can barely keep track of one phone. I had to have my friend call me the other day because I lost it in my apartment.
Technology. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's it for the show today. We'll see you guys later this week with some more verse videos. But until then, catchy outro. Bye.
Bye.